I think it's finally time for my review of the 2019 Chevy Silverado. Just a heads up, I am doing this recording while I'm driving home from work, so the sun in the window, and that's going to change as I'm driving, so I apologize if some of this footage isn't as clear as others. But I haven't really done a video while I've been in the vehicle other than the introduction to the channel, so I thought this would be a cool little change of pace. Now I have a 2019 Chevy Silverado RST Z71. It's a crew cab short bed. I've had it for right about a year now, and I've got roughly 13,000 miles on it at the time of recording this video. For my review, I'm going to go over three main areas: the exterior design, the interior design, and the drivability. To start with the exterior design, I'm just going to go ahead and say I think Chevrolet, for the most part, hit the design of these Silverados out of the park. I am really impressed with the way these new trucks came out when they announced them. I was loving the style from the very beginning. I think they gave it a very aggressive looking front end, and the way that the lines carry from the front of the truck all the way to the back, I just think gives it a really nice stance, really clean look, and just an exceptional design for a pickup truck. My favorite part of these Silverados is probably the tailgate. I love the stamped Chevrolet lettering in the tailgate. I think it brings back that classic style from early model Chevy pickup trucks, and I think it looks a lot better than the big Chevy bow tie. And that's not a knock on the bow tie. I mean, the Chevy logo is iconic, but I just think having the letters stamped in the tailgate is a better option and just looks better overall. There are a few areas where I would like to have seen some different choices made on the look of the Silverado, and the first one is the tires. I feel like the Z71 would do a little bit better with Wrangler Duratrax, because even though you get all-terrain tires, they just aren't quite as meaty as I feel like a Z71 should look. They're great daily drivers, but I also feel like Duratrax are really good daily drivers from what I've seen and what I've read. I would just like to have seen that slightly more aggressive off-road tire on the new Z71 Silverados. Whenever I get to the point that I need new tires, that's probably the option that I'm going to go with when I make my purchase. The other item that I'm really not a fan of, and if you've subscribed to my channel and you watch my most recent video, it's actually the thing that I changed most recently, is the mirror caps. I don't understand why a truck that has color matched everything has glossy black mirror caps when there's not another piece of glossy black plastic on the outside of this truck. That just doesn't make sense to me. I think Chevrolet should have gone with the color matched mirrors on the RSTs. And the last change that I would like to see, or the last negative point, or whatever you want to call it, that I've got for these new trucks, is probably the exhaust. And I know that's not like a visual thing, but I mean, it has to do with the experience of the exterior of the vehicle, because you hear the exhaust when it's running, or in this case, you don't really hear the exhaust when it's running. I've got a V8 in this truck, and the exhaust just doesn't really sound like a V8 exhaust, even though it is dual exhaust. It just doesn't have that rumble that you would expect from a V8. I think Chevy could do better, and you know Chevy feels like they could do better because they put out a performance, quote-unquote performance, exhaust kit that you can buy for these trucks. But I don't get why they just didn't put that on to begin with. I mean, I know they're a business, they want to make money, but they obviously realize that the exhaust needs something, so just put it on the trucks. Make them sound good. But overall, the exterior of the truck is fantastic. I love the look. I love the design of the wheels on the Z71 RST. Like I said, I love the front end. I think it looks very aggressive. I apologize if you hear my blinker in the background while I'm driving. overall, it's a great design. I love the way this truck looks. Moving on to the interior of the truck, I feel like there's a little more that Chevrolet could have done to this interior, but I'm going to start with the biggest positive, and that is storage. There is a ton of storage in these new Silverados. You have 2 glove boxes. You have a cubby slot on each side of the center console. You have a massive center console. All 4 doors have cubby slots built into them with little dividers in there, so they create little areas for holding drinks or whatever else you want to put in there. And there's even 2 storage areas built into the back seats. You don't see that in, I don't think, any other vehicle. If it is another vehicle, I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments down below, but from my personal experience and from what I've seen, Chevy is the first company to build storage into the back seats. On top of that, you've got 2 pouches, one on the back side of each of the front seats. And if you count the cubby slots built into the doors, you essentially have 10 cup holders in this truck. 1 in each door for 4, 2 drink holders in the front of the center console, 2 drink holders on the back of the center console, and 2 drink holders built into the pull down of the rear seat. At full capacity with 5 people in this vehicle, that's enough drink holders for everyone in the vehicle to be double fisting a beverage. Now, the driver probably should not be double fisting a beverage, probably have at least one hand on the wheel, but you get the point. There's plenty of space for drinks in this truck, plenty of space for storage. The seats, I feel like, are extremely comfortable. I've seen people complaining that they feel a little stiff or hard when they've been sitting in the truck, but I've had no issues. I've driven the truck on long road trips and I've had no problems with any circulation in my legs or any discomfort. I feel like Chevy did a really good job as far as my personal driving experience. I think the seats feel really good. They sit back, sit up nice and tall. Just like the exterior, the overall design of this interior is definitely very functional, which is great for a pickup truck. It's easy to reach all of the buttons and the knobs and anything that you'll need. The buttons and knobs for the drive modes and the 4-wheel drive are extremely easy to reach on the left side of the steering wheel. And then the center stack, I mean, everything's extremely organized and it's just really easy to reach your hand over and get to whatever you need to get to. I feel like there are some improvements that could be made to the interior, same as the exterior. The first being the center stack screen. A lot of vehicles are going to larger screens, and I feel like 2019 redesigned Silverado have been a great job for Chevrolet to introduce a larger screen to these trucks. The other slight downside I have to this truck is the gauges. Now, I get that Chevrolet wants to have different levels for their different vehicles. The high country trucks come with a large digital area in the gauges for not only the information screen, but also the fuel gauge, battery gauge, temperature gauge, oil gauge. All that's digital in the high countries. And I think that in this day and age, that's something that could easily have been added to other trim levels as well. The only other downside that I really feel this interior has is it's a lot of black plastic. And I'm not knocking the plastic. It's honestly good quality plastic. It's real sturdy. It feels real solid. There's just so much black. I would like to have seen some accents or additional accents beyond what they put in the truck. The center stack has a massive area of black plastic below the screen that could really use to be broken up with a little bit of that silver trim somewhere, or a little bit of chrome trim or something like that. They do put some chrome in the buttons and on the knobs, but it still doesn't really break up that plastic all that much. I mean, I guess I can't complain too much. It's a great truck. I haven't had any issues with driving it, even on long trips. It's been extremely comfortable. It's worked out really well for everything I've needed. Never had any issues. Oh, one more thing. There's more storage that I didn't mention. Just like in pretty much every pickup truck, the back seats do fold up, and there's a storage compartment under those back seats. So, another storage compartment right there. But I feel like that one's pretty obvious because most trucks do that. I just wanted to throw that in there. Don't want you to think that Silverado didn't have that added or that I just completely forgot about it, which I did. But hey, I told you, I remember, I got it in there. And that takes us to the last topic that I'm going to talk about in this review, and that's drivability. So my truck has the 5.3 liter V8, and it's mated to the 8-speed automatic transmission. The 10-speed transmission only started coming out for the 2020 model year. So I have the 8-speed. At this point, at my 13,000 mile mark, I haven't had any issues with the transmission. It's been real smooth for me. There are some times that the lower gears do feel a little stiff on the shift, but it's not bad. The 5.3 liter is an awesome engine. I think it's Chevy's most infamous engine package. It's extremely reliable. It's well known for lasting a long time and not having a lot of issues. So obviously at this point, I've had no complaints whatsoever. Gas mileage for me has been great also. I drive back and forth to work every day about 40 to 45 minutes. I average approximately 20 miles per gallon back and forth to work. So for a full-size V8, I'm loving that gas mileage. I think that's great. On the interstate, I've taken this on some short trips on the interstate when I've gone somewhere around here, but I have also driven it from where I live to vacation. And when I was on the interstate last year, I think it was a 5-hour trip, and I got up to like 27-ish miles per gallon on the interstate. As far as I'm concerned, gas mileage in this truck is fantastic. The only somewhat negative thing that I can think of for drivability is the auto stop feature. A lot of people don't like it, and it can be a little annoying at times. For the most part, I don't really notice it when I'm driving. I just drive and don't pay attention to it. But I do notice it every now and then, and it can be a little annoying, a little frustrating. I understand why Chevrolet did it. They're trying to meet these EPA regulations and get gas mileage as high as possible. So shutting off the engine when you're at a stop is a good way to do that. I can't really knock it too much because of the reasons for it, but it's not my favorite feature. But I think that pretty much does it for my review of the newly designed Chevy Silverados. I really like the Chevy Silverado. I highly recommend it to anyone looking to upgrade to a new full-size pickup truck, especially if you're looking 2020 or newer. I hear those 10-speed transmissions are fantastic and extremely smooth. Check out the Chevy Silverado if you're in the market for a pickup truck. Don't forget about it. Don't sleep on it. Chevy Silverado, great truck, great redesign. If you made it this far through the video, through my long review, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Give a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the Chevy Silverados. I'm going to cut the video right here. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Silverado videos, or if you want to stay up to date on the Nova project. But for now, we'll see you in the next one.